Welcome back to Get Fit Guy. Coach Kevin Don here. This week, I want to look critically at a couple of holistic therapies that claim to solve almost every problem under the sun. Whilst their promises are alluring, are they based in scientific fact? So, first off, let's have a look at a practice called earthing or grounding. According to what sounds like a pretty specialist source, barefootgrounding.com, earthing is when you connect to the earth's natural energy by walking barefoot on grass, sand, dirt, or rock. Earthing can diminish chronic pain, fatigue, or other ailments that plague so many people today. I have to be honest here and say that my BS detector is screeching at me. But let's read further. Apparently, when you walk barefoot or your skin comes into contact with the earth, free electrons are taken up into the body. These electrons are nature's strongest antioxidants and help to neutralize damaging free radicals that lead to inflammation and disease in the body. Already, that's a lot to take in, but let's look at what the ailments they claim to heal are. Diffuse the cause of inflammation. Reduce or eliminate chronic pain. Improve and promote deeper sleep. Lower stress and promote calm. The list goes on. Basically, it will help with everything from inflammation to menstrual symptoms and from jet lag to athletic recovery. Getting your vitamin G, ground, is pretty simple. Go outside for a minimum of 30 minutes and have some part of your body in contact with grass, sand, dirt, or rock. This way, your body can draw up the free electrons. Being on carpet, asphalt, sealed concrete, or vinyl flooring won't work because these are insulating you from the earth and block the flow of electrons. Okay, so that's what the so-called specialists say, but what does actual hard peer-reviewed science say? Well, according to a 2015 study, link in show notes, accumulating experiences and research on earthing or grounding point to the emergence of a simple, natural, and accessible health strategy against chronic inflammation, warranting the serious attention of clinicians and researchers. The living matrix, or ground regulation, or tissue tensegrity matrix system, the very fabric of the body, appears to serve as one of our primary antioxidants defense systems. As this report explains, it is a system requiring occasional recharging by conductive contact with the Earth's surface, the battery for all planetary life, to be optimally effective. Sounds like a pretty strong conclusion until you read on and discover that the same study notes that the study's authors actually work for the company sponsoring the research. So a bit of a red flag there, I'd say. Generally, I find that if a protocol claims to cure almost every ailment known to humankind, it's quite likely we're dealing with something rather pseudoscientific. Definitely, studies written by the companies who pay for the research and could benefit from the claims should probably be disregarded, especially when there's a notable absence of other compelling evidence. I'm the first one to be hopeful and wish for a naturally occurring, free-to-access solution to chronic pain, sleep problems, and more. But the reality is, it's just not the case, and we have to be able to step back from our hopes and beliefs and be objective. Of course, walking around in your barefoot in your backyard probably won't hurt you. But this next practice, well, let's get into it. Former fitness coach that I would call a loose acquaintance was advertising on her Facebook about the life-changing experiences she had using Cambo, and that she's now offering healing therapeutic Cambo sessions at her retreat. What on earth is Cambo? Well, I turned to the internet to take a deep dive into yet another cure-all but totally naturally occurring intervention. Cambo is a frog. In this therapy, the practitioner harvests the secretions of the frog and applies the dried secretions to your skin. Oh yeah, they also burn your skin first and then apply the Cambo to the burnt skin. As unappealing as that sounds, it's only fair we have a look at the things that Cambo might help us with. Depression, anxiety, addiction, fertility issues, negative energy, blocked energy channels, chronic pain. A pretty familiar sounding catch-all list. But what does science say? Is there maybe a study sponsored by a Cambo frog farmer that might be of interest? Well, not quite, although it's pretty easy to find a ton of information on why you should stay away from this at pretty much all costs. The side effects usually include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and tachycardia. A meta-analysis of 50 studies found that extreme cases include severe psychosis, acute kidney failure, toxic hepatitis, seizures, and even death. Taking Cambo with large quantities of water appears to be particularly dangerous, resulting in severe electrolyte imbalances and damages to internal organs. The Australian Medical Association has banned the sale, supply, and use of Cambo. There's also a devastating environmental impact because tens of thousands of frogs have been removed from their natural ecosystems in South America, affecting the delicate balance, with prey lower in the food chain multiplying out of control, and those higher up the food chain having their own food supplies diminished. My advice to anyone listening who wants to find natural, more holistic ways of healing themselves is to, at the very least, do some objective due diligence, looking for evidence against as well as evidence for. If you wanted to try something, make sure it's safe. In the two examples today, I would definitely be comfortable recommending for my own clients to try grounding, even if for the placebo effect. I'd say that the death potential of a walk on some grass is significantly less than that associated with a Cambo ceremony. So be smart, be safe, and learn how to use Google. As always, please email me if you have any questions. Contact me at getfitguy@quickanddirtytips.com or check out the Get Fit Guy Facebook page. Get Fit Guy is a Quick and Dirty Tips podcast. Thanks to the team at Quick and Dirty Tips, Adam Cecil, Morgan Christensen, Holly Hutchings, and Davina Tomlin. The intern is Cameron Lacey. I'm your host, Kevin Don. If you have a question for me, leave me a voicemail at 510-353-3104. Send me an email at getfitguy@quickanddirtytips.com. For more information about the show, visit quickanddirtytips.com or check out the show notes in your podcast app.